absolutely makes sense. And I can wrap my head around, consulting and traditional advertising or marketing and the role of a consultant in that. And how does that role shift then? Are you still focused on the advertising lens or the digital marketing lens and weaving in sustainability? Or was your career pivot really purely to sustainable consulting going forward?
A great question. Definitely my roots are still within commerce and marketing. So I think the way I try to approach those challenges with some of our clients is really around how do we use the power of commerce and marketing to help them achieve some of their sustainability commitments that they've made, or challenges in the marketplace. I mean, that could be from brand messaging, right? That's part of digital marketing around what are their commitments? How are they communicating it? What level of transparency is being applied there? Um, and many more on that front. And then if you think about it from a commerce standpoint, if we use an example of a company that is in the business of selling dresses, right? We'll use that as an example. How can they actually weave that as part of the shopping experience? So, are they going to create categories for dresses that have been um, more on the sustainable side in terms of the material itself? Is it recycled material? Is the cotton organic? What are they doing from a supply chain standpoint? And really offer the consumer, using the commerce technology, ways for them to connect with some of those more sustainable products and in that example. So I mean, really, I guess the focus is really how do we use marketing and commerce from a branding standpoint and communications, as well as a shopping experience to align with the customer's values.
That really cleared it up for me. And the example I'm thinking of is in beauty products, for example. If I'm thinking of a large retailer like Sephora, you can now tick off, for example, paraben free or clean and vegan product line. So it's maybe even that back end tagging that it allows it more to be easier for consumers to choose responsible products. Would that maybe be a way to phrase it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, some of the work we've also been involved in lately um, is around resale.
Okay.
Um, so a lot of the products, even before the end of the shelf life, a lot of consumers may not be interested in having them anymore. So you're either going to go on a marketplace or try to find somewhere to sell it and get some money back. But if the actual um, if the actual company, let's say you're dealing with, I mean, let's assume Sephora for that example, is offering you a buyback program where you can go return and perhaps get a coupon for your next purchase. So one, they've aligned with your value. Two, they can use the used product either to recycle themselves, or maybe offer it on their commerce platform as part of resale that someone else may be okay with using a used product at a
Hmm.
lower price point, which also then to you means you've increased the shelf life of your product, which made it even more sustainable. So, even from one simple example, you could see the power of marketing and commerce to come in, and the
Yeah.
role it can play in making those products more sustainable.